Hey everybody! My neighbor dog's barking as soon as I go live. How are you guys doing? I'm excited to share this with you. I had this conversation with a couple of people and I've shared like bits and pieces of my morning routine with my Snapchat family a couple of times, but I'm definitely excited to share this. And I'm going to go into a little bit more detail, so this video might be a little bit longer, but I'm going to go into detail on exactly how I start my day every day in order for me to be completely in the zone, focused. And since I've started this morning routine, I was already really productive by the way that I plan things, but my productivity has like skyrocketed since that. So I'm going to share this real fast. And we're going to dive in. I'm actually going to screen share with you guys also so you can kind of see what we're doing here. Hold on one second. All right. I hope you guys are all having a kick-ass day. It's Wednesday, middle of the week, but it's a short week, right? So that's exciting. All right. So the goal of your morning routine really is to the goal of my morning routine really is to set the stage for the day. And it's really to make sure that my mind's where it needs to be, that I've taken care of the other things in my life other than just business that I want to do. Because to me, the whole object of everything is that business is not the most important thing anymore. And in order for me to be successful in my business, I have to be focused and successful in other aspects of my life as well. So that's been a big game changer for me, and incorporating the other parts of my life that I feel that are important. And then also, like, it's important to me that I feel balanced in my relationships, in my mindset work, and my body, as well as my business. So my morning routine really sets the stage for all of that. It makes it possible and makes it easier for me to get all of those things in. So I wanted to go over what I do. So I typically wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning every day. And I let that first hour kind of be my, however I feel like, I guess, spending it. Typically, I start out getting up, let the dogs out or whatever. And I like to go outside, whether I just stand there for a few minutes or something, just kind of reflect on the fact that it's a new day, that I'm there to enjoy it, that it's mine to make it what I want, and I get that idea in my mind. I call that my grounding moments. Usually it takes just a couple minutes. And then I typically do either yoga or sometimes I do cardio in the morning. Not a whole lot actually, because I just don't like the way it makes me feel first thing in the morning. But I do yoga because otherwise I can't typically move. So it definitely always wakes me up, helps me feel grounded and ready to go. And that's like the first hour of the day. So then the next thing I do is obviously eat and drink some coffee, because I believe that starting your day out with good food is the most important thing. If I don't do that, then I feel like crap the rest of the day, no matter what. So major key. And your productivity can be linked also directly to your diet, because if you're feeling lagged and you're feeling like crap and you have no energy, then you're not going to be productive and you're not going to be able to stay focused. It just all goes hand in hand. That's what's so interesting about all of this, is it's so important and all of it really goes hand in hand. So, around that 7 o'clock hour, it's typically when, I'm eating breakfast, I'm getting ready for the day, getting dressed, brushing my teeth, taking a shower, all that good stuff. And then 8 o'clock, I started on meditation. I do about a 10 to 15 minute meditation every day. Sometimes I do a guided meditation, which I have an app on my phone. It's the Insight Timer, is what it's called. I like that for guided meditation. Sometimes I listen to Abraham Hicks. It depends on what I want to do that day, but I always have at least 10 to 15 minutes to really get that mindset correctly. And then I sit down and do journaling. And my journaling first thing is intentions for the day. I reflect on what I'm grateful for. I reflect on my accomplishments from the day before. That's a big one. Reflecting on the accomplishments from the day before lets me jump into my day feeling like, hell yes, I can take over the world. I can do whatever I have on my list. My to-do list no longer seems like a daunting thing or like an overwhelm. It seems like hey, I did all of this other stuff yesterday. Like, I'm on a roll. There's no reason I can't conquer this list as well. So I do that at that point. as well, and then do some reading. Sometimes I read for 20 minutes, sometimes I read for 5 minutes. I really don't like to limit it or put a time limit on that. I just know that I have an hour for those 3 tasks, for meditation, my intention journaling, and reading. 9 o'clock, I typically come into my office. I do my I am statements, which are like my empowerment statements, my mindset statements, my reality, writing my life into reality. And then as well as just journaling whatever's in my mind that I want to get out. And that's typically where my content comes from for whatever I share throughout the day or put on my blog comes from that as well. So during that time frame, for an hour, I spend journaling, doing my statements, writing my content and sharing it. And then I go back and eat again. Yes, I eat another breakfast and hydrate with some water or whatever it may be. And then by 10 a.m., I'm ready to jump into my business. I'm ready to start working. I'm ready to get into the daily, grind and tasks that are due every day. So this is the kicker though. Like those first 3 hours of the day, or 4 hours of the day actually, are just as important as your business tasks. I can't talk. They are part of your business. They all feed into your productivity. They all feed into your success. They all feed into the way that your entire day plays out. Starting your day and getting those things done and getting those things out of your mind, dumping all of that conjumbled stuff that you have going on in your mind, dumping it out, getting it refocused, all that does is get you ready to literally kick ass for the day. That's what happens. Seriously. Then you go into your day and you're focused and it flows and it's easy and you're not stressed out. And that's the whole point. Seriously, it works. Trust me. So that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to real quick flip this around, but I was curious if anybody had any questions or if you guys wanted to share anything, please type it in below. Let me get this ready for you and I will show you what I got. I'm going to look on the other page and see if anybody's commented there. And let's see here. Just real quick to kind of show you like a screenshot. So hold on. All right, guys. So here we go. This is really just, like I said, everything that I just went through. And now I'm a firm believer also in creating what works best for you. Like you can use this as kind of a guideline and kind of start with this, but then do what works for you. Your morning routine should be something that flows, something that's easy, something that makes you feel good. So you can definitely always tweak it and go back until you find something that really, really fits for you and becomes routine. Because I really believe that routine is the ticket to you being successful and being less stressed and being able to feel that way in your life and throughout your entire day. Let's see what Kit has to say. Thank you. I tend to do my dump out at night. Yeah. Sometimes I do both, honestly. Sometimes I do both. I definitely seem to write a lot of to-do lists, Kit, at night. I feel like I'm going to flip this around. I feel like sometimes I think of things that I need to do, and a lot of times it's like really random tasks, but I don't want to forget. So I tend to do a little brain dumping that way at night before I go to bed. Otherwise I can't sleep. So for sure. But again, doing whatever, works best for you is what's most important. Let's see what Steven has to say. Yeah, Steven, doing this when you're working from home, I feel like really sets the stage for your day. And actually getting up and getting dressed and getting ready as if you were going to be leaving the house to go to the office makes a huge difference too, because your productivity is going to be a lot less if you're going in your pajamas. I mean, there are still days, obviously, where that happens for me, and I'm like, screw this, I'm not getting dressed. But on those days, usually I'm not nearly as productive. So, or as in like as much of a high vibe as I would like to be for the day. So I totally suggest if you're working from home that you get up and get dressed like you're leaving the house. Because then that way you're kind of separating the two. It'll really help on your productivity. All right, let me see if there's anything else on my personal page real quick. I found out that people are commenting on my personal page when I'm live, and I don't see it on here, and I missed the comment, so whoops. All right. I think that's good. So I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that this content was just was little like eye-opening, or gave you some ideas of things that you can utilize in your day to start your day off right, so that you're able to jump into your day, focus. Like, it seriously takes so much off your shoulders when you start working for the day, that you're able to then really, really take on your to-do lists and your tasks without all that other stuff floating around. It really helps. Let's see what Steven. Yeah, I think if you're going to go to the coffee shop, you should probably get dressed. I tend to do that too, though. There's certain times during the day that I'll leave the house and go to the coffee shop. So I noticed that if this is when I first started working from home, if I go ahead and get up, get dressed, and handle all that first thing in the morning, then you're good and you're ready to go. Yes, getting out around people. Sometimes that also like strikes a whole nother version of creativity or inspiration or motivation to you too, when you're sitting around a bunch of other people, even if you're not talking to them. Just the vibe really, really helps. I know a lot of people make fun of me because I'll go up to Starbucks or something. They're like, oh, you're one of those people who wants to look cool because you're working in Starbucks. And I'm like, no, I'm just taking on some of that inspiration. It's the environment that gets me going and gets me thinking and writing and back where I need to be. So people don't realize that. You're not pretending to play business like you really are for your own like mental stability. All right, guys, thank you so much for jumping on and watching. I totally appreciate it. If you have any other questions, let me know, hit me up. I'd be more than happy to help you. And I hope that this helps and starts your morning out right so you're superhuman productive every single day. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.